my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go play action now. Jackson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Packers hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They go play action with Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Jackson's throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Jackson on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's brought down. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everyone said it's hard to try to spread the field a little bit. And you know, the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Ingram hauls it in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. Boswell good with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers! A 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the...
Later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route, because a lot of times they'll make the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen puts it, and the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated...
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it, a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On second down, it's Pollard. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Boswell for the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
To throw on second and 10, Jackson. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. brought down at the 20-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action now. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Tough one there. The first drive of the third quarter, thrown interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Right side to Watson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Going to need a crafty play call. And he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And it's a Packers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Again, Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
It in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this one.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown, Packers! From 19 yards away.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
They'll try and throw for it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now here's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Watson has it right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes swinging this out for Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jackson on 1st down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
To throw again is Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So now 2 more of the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, probably just go out and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week